When a narcissist realizes that you see through their carefully constructed facade, the dynamics of your relationship shift dramatically. The carefully curated image they've worked so hard to maintain begins to crack, exposing their true nature. This moment can be unsettling, as narcissists often rely on manipulation, charm, and deceit to control those around them. When they become aware that you see past the mask, whether through their behavior, lies, or emotional games, it can lead to defensiveness, anger, or a sudden shift in how they interact with you. Recognizing this moment is pivotal, as it signals that you're no longer an easy target for their tactics and can alter the course of your interactions forever. When you know the narcissist's true nature, whether it's their manipulative tactics, their fragile self-esteem, or their tendency to exploit others, the narcissist's sense of superiority and control is directly threatened. Your knowledge threatens both their narcissistic supply and their fear of narcissistic injury, leading to various potential responses. It disrupts their ability to feed off the emotional supply they typically seek from others. Narcissists thrive on admiration, validation, and control, using manipulation or charm to extract these feelings from others. Once you recognize their behavior and stop reacting in the ways they expect, whether by no longer offering praise, feeling guilt, or engaging in their drama, you no longer provide the narcissist with the emotional fuel they crave. This loss of supply can frustrate them, as they rely heavily on others' responses to maintain their inflated sense of self-worth. In turn, the narcissist may either attempt to escalate their manipulation to regain control or retreat altogether, but either way, your awareness severely limits their power over you. Simply by you being able to see through their facade can cause them a narcissistic injury. Narcissistic injury occurs when a narcissist is confronted with the reality of their own flaws, vulnerabilities, or lies. Their entire self-concept is built around an idealized and grandiose image of themselves. Any exposure that challenges or undermines this false ego can be experienced as a serious injury. For example, if they are exposed for gaslighting, cheating, or manipulating someone for their own gain, they may initially react with disbelief or anger, as they cannot fathom being seen as anything other than perfect or superior. This exposure of their true self often triggers a flood of emotions such as shame, humiliation, rage, and fear, because the image they've so carefully created has been shattered. When a narcissist knows you know, the injury to their ego can manifest in several ways. They might become defensive, lashing out in anger or attempting to discredit you, resorting to manipulative tactics like gaslighting or projecting blame onto you to deflect attention from their own shortcomings. Alternatively, they might retreat into silence, seething with resentment while attempting to regain their composure. Once they feel injured, particularly when they believe their secrets or lies have been exposed, their next impulse is often to restore their damaged self-image. One of the most common and dangerous reactions to exposure is narcissistic rage. Narcissistic rage is a form of intense anger that arises when the narcissist's ego is threatened. This rage is not necessarily about the specific information revealed, but about the perceived attack on their superiority and control. Narcissistic rage can take many forms. It may manifest as verbal aggression, where they insult or belittle you. In other cases, the rage may be passive-aggressive, using indirect methods to punish or manipulate. The narcissist may also withdraw emotionally, using the silent treatment, or engaging in other tactics to regain a sense of dominance and control. In relationships, narcissistic rage can be dangerous, especially when they feel that their status or power is slipping away. It is often disproportionate to the actual offense because the narcissist sees the exposure of their true self as a direct challenge to their core identity. If they feel that they cannot regain control through rage or manipulation, they may escalate the situation, seeking revenge or doing everything in their power to get back at the person who exposed them. In an effort to regain control over the situation and reassert their dominance, they often attempt to destroy you. One of the most common tactics is the smear campaign. In a smear campaign, the narcissist will attempt to turn others against you or anyone they see as a threat, often by distorting the truth, making false accusations, or manipulating others into believing that the person who knows is the real problem. The smear campaign can be incredibly damaging as they target your reputation, relationships, and social standing. The goal is to isolate you and to reclaim the social standing they feel they have lost. Or they may simply withdraw emotionally, leaving you in confusion, doubt, and isolation. This emotional abandonment is another form of manipulation, as they seek to regain control over the relationship by making you feel guilty or responsible for their emotional state. When the narcissist realizes that you know the truth about them, they may also experience cognitive dissonance, a psychological state of tension or discomfort that arises when their beliefs or actions are contradicted by reality. Because they have constructed an elaborate belief system that paints them as superior, righteous, or deserving of admiration, the exposure of their true self contradicts this belief system and forces them to confront the reality they have been hiding from. To cope with a cognitive dissonance, they might convince themselves that they are justified in their behavior or rationalize their actions to avoid confronting the emotional pain of self-awareness. This self-deception helps them maintain their sense of superiority and allows them to continue manipulating others without experiencing the full emotional impact of their actions. They are essentially becoming more delusional. In some cases, they may even try to reconcile with you, but this is typically motivated by a desire to restore their narcissistic supply rather than feeling genuine remorse or wanting to self-improve. Any attempt at reconciliation is often superficial and short-lived because their primary goal is to maintain control or feed their need for admiration. In conclusion, when a narcissist realizes that you know their true nature, the power dynamic shifts, leaving them wanting to get back control. This can lead to increased manipulation, gaslighting, or emotional attacks as they attempt to destabilize your perception of reality. To protect yourself, it's crucial to maintain strong boundaries, stay grounded in your sense of self, and avoid engaging in their games. It may also help to limit your interactions or cut ties with them entirely. No contact truly is the best way to deal with any narcissists. You may need to seek help from professionals or authorities if the situation becomes serious or dangerous. By trusting your instincts, seeking support from trusted individuals, and remaining vigilant about their manipulative tactics, you can shield yourself from their influence and reclaim your emotional well-being. Recognizing their behavior is the first step toward freeing yourself from their grip to help preserve your mental and emotional health. If you enjoyed this video and it was helpful to you in any way, please support us by liking this video, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. This will also help the YouTube algorithm to spread these videos out to more people. By sharing this content, together we can help others. Thank you.